Do you have a rusty piece of crap car? In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a rusty, clapped out vehicle and make it look like brand new all over again. As always, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. You know what to do. Let's get into the video. Oh, cat. Crap. So I've been cleaning out the interior of this thing because it's been disgusting. Got the dash all shined up and door panels came out great. But the floor's a little rough. Like, that's some rust. That's a tiny little hole. The back is the worst. So this is rust all through here. And of course no drain plugs, but Amazon is coming through and they should be here today. Nope, just broke that. So rust hole. This one up here. I mean, they're just tiny little things, but still, it's a hole. And back here, again, you can see ground. That one's probably the worst. So we're gonna patch them up. Always save your sheet metal scraps, guys. Always. This is all my scrap sheet metal I have laying around. Should be enough to patch these little things. So I'm going ahead and ripping up all this. I don't know what it is. I guess it's sound deadener, but it's like a rubberized paint. Just seeing what's under it, and it doesn't look too well. I also pulled off this piece of insulation. It had moisture behind it, but it doesn't look like it's rusty, so that's good. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's solid. I'll just clean it up and repaint it. This comes up pretty easy. I wish I had some dry ice. That would get the stuff up real well. So I got all the, I guess, undercoating stuff scraped up from the driver and the passenger side. The passenger side, I mean, it's got the two rust holes up front and the one tiny one. Well, it's three of them all together, but they're, you know, that's not bad. It's gonna be easy fix. The passenger side, on the other hand, it's got a couple of rotten spots. Do the old screwdriver test in this part right here. Just it punches through in several spots. That's no good. So yeah, probably this whole section right here has to get cut out. Yeah, it's bad. Get cut out and patched. There's a couple over here. I don't know if they're as bad. I took the seat out and got up all the paint on the driver's side. For the back, I'm going to do like a scab patch strip along the bottom. I'll weld it to the bottom first, and then I'll do a patch on the back side and weld the seam and put some seam seal on it. And I'll probably do the same over here, just bottom patch and then top hammer it in, bend it in place. But I'm gonna get it all cleaned up. Cut some patches out of this and stick it on there. Safety. Do it. Safety. Oh, hello. So before spraying that down, well, welding it, I'm gonna hit it with this VHT rust converter stuff. I've had this stuff in my shed for like years, like 2 years now. I never used it. I got it for the van and never used it. So I hit it down, let it dry, and then I'll cut the patch. Yeah. This stuff stinks, man. Jesus. Getting ready to weld this patch in using my little MiG 140. Hey, welcome back. Still doing rust repair, of course. I might have bitten off a little more than I could chew. Well, not more than I can chew. I bit off more than I could swallow, but I can get this done. So originally my plan was just to do the floors, and I haven't done the passenger side yet, but look, I found more and more. So I tore everything out. I got the driver's side all patched up. And let me show you what else. So I have stripped this thing is like blew up, turned to a geo bomb. The gas tank is rotten. That cross member is pretty rotten. I want to try and fix the cab mount. But here's the driver's side. All the little holes. I'm gonna paint it with some paint here shortly. Got the back side. You saw how bad that was before. So that's pretty solid. It looks like crap. I haven't ground anything down, but whatever. It's just the floor. It doesn't move anymore. It's nice and solid. This is where the seat bolts were for the rear seat, and that seat belt is rusted around. So I probably won't have a rear seat in here anymore, but whatever. Now patch it up nice and make it look good. But that side's the worst side for the rear. Look at that seat belt section. Gnarly. Still gotta fix this big hole. Gonna do the same thing I did over there, but with a bigger piece. So I actually went out and bought some sheet metal. Gonna run a strip, bend it down, gonna weld it from all the straight section. So one big sheet right there, and then I'll fit this little hole right here. That's nothing major. And there, here, and just up here. A little plate for this one, and a bigger plate. So it's been a couple of days since I worked on a Geo, but all of the rust holes have been fixed, even in the rear. This side was the worst. All the interior rust holes. So now, since I'm running out of daylight, I'm going to paint this thing. Nothing but the best for this thing, of course. I got some high heat grill paint. I got it mainly because it's enamel paint, and grills are exposed to weather, and it says stop rust. And it was super cheap, so we'll see how she does on the Geo. Well, here's the finished product. Came out pretty good. That grill paint. I don't know if it's gonna dry shiny or flat, or who knows. Semi-gloss. Kind of a gamble. But you can't see my horrible weld or patches. Looks like a brand new floor. I'm pretty pleased with the result. Just hope it dries relatively quick, like overnight. That's nice. All right, so I put on some seam sealer or some gap putty stuff just to seal it up. I even went around the outsides as well and hit it with some primer before I did it. This should ensure that there are no gaps. And while that dries, I'm doing the gas tank, getting rid of that old dirty rusty one and putting in the fresh one. Once the seam sealer dries, I'll hit it with some black paint. You won't even know it's there. And I've got some undercoating to redo the fender wells. Just make it look brand new again. She's alive again. Thank God, goodness for that. The fenders with some undercoating. Can't even tell I did work in there. I've got it all back assembled now. The paint is mostly dry. This is another day. But I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. The next thing to do is I'm waiting on my drain plugs to come in the mail. I bought the wrong size. So once those get here, this thing will be ready for inspection. I'm also planning to get some AstroTurf, make my own floor mats. AstroTurf, it's gonna look pretty sweet. That way the grass is outside and inside. This thing has come a long ways. I decided to leave the mud flaps off. I think this looks better. And rust and crap won't accumulate in the back. So yeah, as always, subscribe, like, share. Geos, let them live.